first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. He'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Well, an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up. Second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's down to the 12. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback at just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now back to throw. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal. But now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6.
Hold on. Check. Super one.
Goff now looking to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. The Lions are 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Vikings, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Now a first down throw, gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hey, kill.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Val, you won.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown Lions.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete. They made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll go down at the 28. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this to Nwangu. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go now.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Well, on 4th and goal, here's the option. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll set up a throw. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. The race is on. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
17.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just the series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure
They got his man complete. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings add 6 to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
That is caught by Laporta. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Back to throw, Goff. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Running left, Montgomery. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Gone. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 34. Meanwhile, Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And the offense moving quickly to the line. A shotgun snap for Goff. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aidan Hutchinson. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Taken down at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Mekhi Blackmon's got it. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On the give is Nwangu. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Goff now looks to throw. This pass is caught. It's Peoples-Jones with it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
7-yard gain. That's good for the Lions. Hey, first down.
On first down, Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. Look at the big man rumble, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Give left side here for Nwangu. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On the run is Nwangu. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Hold on. Check.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 63 yards. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Charles, a lot of happy